Why did God create Adam in the first place? He made him, formed him from dust, breathed life into him out of pure love. But if God loved Adam that much, why did he put the temptation right there, knowing, deep down knowing, that Adam would give in, that one bite would drag every single one of us, his children, into this broken, painful, messed up world? Why allow that door to stay open when he already knew the fall was coming? I just don't understand.
Hey, look who's here.
Hey, Grandpa.
My
Hi.
grandson. Congrats on graduating, kid. You worked your butt off through all that hard studying.
Yeah, the studying was tough, but honestly, it's not really something to celebrate right now. I graduated, but I've got nowhere to go, and it doesn't feel like a good job's just gonna drop in my lap anytime soon.
Yeah, I've heard. The youth unemployment thing is brutal these days. Hang in there, though. Something good'll come along soon.
Yeah.
Crashing at your parents' place for a bit. You earned a break, man. Take it easy for once.
I can't relax at all, Grandpa. Student loans are piling up, credit card debt from school. I need to land something fast. My mind's racing.
I get it. Feels like it's tougher on you guys than ever.
You're reading the Bible again, huh? You really love that book, don't you?
Heh, yeah. The Bible never gets old. I can read it 100 times and still find something new.
Grandpa, can I ask you something from the Bible?
Sure, shoot. What's on your mind? Let's figure it out together.
Grandpa, why did God create Adam in the first place?
He created Adam because he loved him.
But if God loved Adam so much, why'd he put the temptation right there? Knowing he'd give in and drag all of us, his kids, into this messed up, painful world.
You mean the tree of the knowledge of good and evil?
Yeah.
You're right. Because of Adam, the whole human race got stuck dealing with sin and pain. But that tree wasn't all bad for him. In a weird way, I think he gained more through it than he lost.
Grandpa, that answer kind of threw me. Adam lost everything because of that fruit. He got kicked out of Eden. What could he possibly have gained?
Yeah, he chose the fruit, lost Eden, lost everything. But if you follow Adam's story closely, you see a lot more going on.
His life story? How so?
Hey kid, ever wonder if something was actually missing in Eden?
Wasn't Eden supposed to be perfect? God made it himself, right?
Eden was perfect for living. Plenty of food, no worries, emotionally stable. But when you read carefully, there's one thing that stands out as lacking. What do you think Adam's status was in Eden?
Just a happy guy living the dream?
Look at the whole Bible. First, Adam was made in God's image, had real dignity. Second, he was put in charge of the garden and all the animals, ruling as God's manager. Third, in Luke's genealogy, he's called the Son of God. Put it together. He's like a son entrusted with running his father's estate. In today's terms, he's basically the heir who owns Eden.
So? But technically God's still the real owner, isn't he?
Fair point, I get what you're saying. Okay, picture this. That big building over there, it's yours. You still gotta pay taxes and follow laws, but you're the owner, right? Same deal. Adam owned Eden. And even with this insane gift, Adam didn't seem to react much. Imagine someone hands you that building tomorrow. Rental income, free space for friends, whenever. How would you feel?
If someone just handed me that huge building over there, I've never even daydreamed about it, but man, if it actually happened, I'd be over the moon. Just thinking about it feels good.
Exactly. That's the normal reaction. Everyone would feel that way. But for Adam, that actually happened. He wakes up and bam, everything's there, and it's all his. Naming animals, shaping the garden. Yet the Bible never records him saying, "Wow, this is amazing."
Grandpa, maybe the Bible only records what's necessary, so Adam's feelings just got left out?
Could be. But when he first sees Eve, he bursts into poetry. Bone of my bones, flesh of my flesh. Super excited, claiming her, naming her. That's the only time we see his joy spelled out. So something's still missing even there.
What was missing?
What? Normally, when someone gives you a massive gift, you love the gift. Then you thank the giver, right? Adam's blown away by Eve. Shouldn't he have thanked God for her? Doesn't seem like that gratitude was there. I think that was missing the whole time in Eden.
Grandpa, isn't it a stretch to say Adam had zero gratitude toward God just because it's not written down? I feel like he probably did feel thankful.
Okay, let's look at the next part. The snake talking to Eve.
Wasn't that scene just the sneaky snake straight up tricking Eve?
Actually, the snake didn't push super hard or flat out lie on the surface. Yeah, in the end, he did trick her. But reading it exactly, he poked at her feelings, but didn't lie. First words, did God really say you can't eat from any tree? Loaded question, but not a lie. It plants the seed, though. Then Eve adds, we can't even touch it. God never said, don't touch. Her focus is only, or we die. No respect for God's reason. Sounds like resentment. If she was full of gratitude, maybe she'd say, God would be disappointed. Or, nah, God said no. But the giver isn't even in her thinking.
Grandpa, pretty much everyone, including me, thinks the snake lied to her. Am I wrong? Okay, but the snake still lied, right? You won't die for sure.
If we put the snake on trial today for you won't die, he'd walk. Adam lived 930 more years. They did die eventually, though. But the real cause isn't the snake, it's their own choice.
So what about Adam? What was his screw-up?
No one's arguing Eden wasn't paradise. Adam and Eve ran the place, top of the chain. God even worried about Adam being lonely. Only one rule, don't eat from that tree. And Adam? She gave it to me and I ate. No hesitation, no thinking about God, just ate. Imagine a billionaire gives us that whole skyline, full ownership. Then says, one last thing, hold this envelope, don't open it. After all that generosity, would you open it? Even if it could get you more? You'd at least think about the guy, right? But Adam, in that moment, ignored the giver, the gift, the gratitude, everything. Seems like Adam never focused on what he already had. He zeroed in on what he didn't have. No thanks for the massive blessing. And because he fixated on the one missing thing, he threw away everything to grab it.
Adam messed up big time. But if that tree hadn't been there, he couldn't have messed up like that. God knew temptation would be a thing for humans and still put it right there.
Yeah, God knew this could happen. Why do it anyway? To understand God's heart, put yourself in his shoes. Built Eden for Adam, lived with him, gave him full control, made Eve when he was lonely, planned their future. That's love. And when you love someone that much, you want them to love you back, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
But Adam never showed it. Not in words, not in actions. Picture this. Eve eats, hands it to him. If your favorite person ate poison thinking it's safe, what's the first thing you do?
Call 911. Rush to the ER.
Right. Because you trust help exists. Adam knew eating equals death, yet he didn't run to God. Didn't trust God would come through. In his first real crisis, he hides when God shows up. Can you really say he loved God?
No.
God's love for Adam is all over the Bible, but Adam's love for God? Silent. Until that tree. Real character shows up in crisis. That's why the tree was there. Think of a couple on a deserted island, totally in love, no doubts. Then someone else washes up. Temptation hits. For a happy ending. They feel the pull, realize their mistake, repent, choose each other again. Love grows deeper. That tree was Adam's test. His story does end happy. But man, he paid a huge price for that bad choice.
But kicking Adam and Eve out of Eden forever? Isn't that a bit harsh? Couldn't he have kept them around so they could say sorry and make it right? How do you just boot out people you love like that? Feels kind of cruel to me.
Bible says God sent them out to work the ground they came from. Why kick them out? Hints in the snake's words. You'll be like God. That's what they wanted. If they want to be God, fine. Go supply and protect yourselves. You want to be God? Be God. God let them have exactly what they chose. Yeah, they're locked out. Flaming sword guarding the gate. But it wasn't just them who got exiled. Because of love, God got exiled too. Later verses show him walking with them outside Eden. That's why I love the Bible. When life hurts bad and I'm mad at God for allowing it, truth is, he's still right there. Pain comes from our mistakes or just a broken world. But even then, God's with you. He feels the hurt with you, helps you through. Best way to see it? Read the Bible closely.
Grandpa, I know I should read the Bible more, but when I'm stressed, fixing my problems feels way more urgent. Starting today, though, I really need God's help right now.
Good thinking, kid. Figuring out the real problem usually comes before fixing it. And when you can't see it, asking the one who sees everything is the smart move.
Hey, Grandpa, does the Adam and Eve story just end there? The Bible jumps to them having Cain and Abel, and that's it for Adam, right?
Adam's story doesn't end there, though. It keeps going. If we change how we read the Bible.
What was Adam's life like after Eden?